3, 2, 1, go. And they're off. Good luck, guys. What you're seeing here is level 5 of Goof Troop. I think there's only, what, like 7 levels in this game or something?
I think this is the last level.
Oh, there's only 5 levels in this?
Mm-hmm. Yep. The boss is
the boss is the final.
Keelhaul Pete. But you're not going to see him. Well, you'll see him, but we're not going to fight him. He's very random. So
yeah,
we cut him out.
This is the last level of the game. It's one of the more challenging ones for sure. There's a lot that can go on, and there's also kind of 2 different routes, overall routes to the level you can take. You can either, just because there's this grappling hook pretty early on in the elevator room you'll be seeing, and basically getting that grappling hook allows you to either kind of use it immediately or use it later. But while having the grappling hook earlier lets you use it immediately, that also kind of sends you a bit out of your way in order to get it. You'll see a bit what I mean. So ideally, so let me clarify. Basically, there's this mini cannon room you see right here, and the way you need to clear it is you need to have those mini cannons shoot all these pirates. But because they shoot at fairly random times, the distance between their shots varies, and the enemy AI varies, it won't always be the same every time. And so what you can do to help with that is go a couple of rooms out of your way to get a grappling hook, and basically you can use the hook to position those enemies where you need to. Or you can try and lure them by having them follow you in the way of a cannon shot. Overall, I think that the skipping the hook and saving it for later saves about like maybe 10 seconds or so, maybe a little more than that, if you get reasonably lucky. Ideally, you skip the hook and save it for later. But it is worth noting that if you want to do it more consistently, the hook can really help you out a lot in that regard. Yeah, it's a really difficult stage. As you can see, none of the racers have really gotten more than a few rooms in. I don't think anyone's gotten past that grappling hook room, in fact, or that mini cannon room, just because it can be so brutal. The bell can help you out a little bit, but it just depends.
I find the bell's pretty useful there. I go out to right and then re-enter each time. Re-enter, and then as long as I get that first one, then the other 2 are free.
And you do need the bell later on anyway, so you'll have to get it at some point regardless. This can be a pretty luck dependent and difficult room. Basically, you need to have you have these 8 barrels. I think it is, maybe, let's see. Yeah, 8 barrels along the left side that you can use, and you need to use those to defeat all the enemies that are on that elevated platform. And once you do that, a door opens up so you can progress. But if you get unlucky and the enemies go along the right side of the platform, then they'll be out of range. You can use the bell to lure the 2 green skinny pirates over, but that red pirate is named Ramble, and he doesn't care about anything. He does not even care about bells. So he can screw you over, kind of like he did to Omni here. He walked to the right side, and there was nothing Omni could do except for wait for the elevator to be in the right spot for him to hit the enemy. Ramble doesn't even get stunned by the grappling hook. He's pretty beastly.
It's kind of a jerk.
Yeah.
Ramble.
Stage 5 does have a lot of difficult puzzles in it. For those that played this game as a kid, you probably spent like upwards of an hour just staring at these puzzle rooms trying to solve them, especially the very last one in the stage.
Yeah, the very last one was the one. That's how I was introduced to the game. Is that Cypher loaded it up and said, "Here, play this. Beat this block puzzle."
Yeah.
I was looking at it. I was like, "You can't even use this block for anything. You can't. You can't." Turns out you can. But I did not.
You need to teach block puzzles in school or something.
Ha.
As you can see here, Khananaphone made use of death abuse by, rather than waiting for the elevator to come back, that platform to come back and get him where he needed to be, he just used death abuse to teleport back to the beginning of the screen. So that's just like in stage 3. There's room for death abuse throughout this entire game. This is what where Omni is now. That's where you really need the bell, because basically you need to guide this pirate all the way to the switch, and I don't even know if the task skips the bell. Theoretically, skipping the bell, I mean, if the pirate just walked exactly how you wanted him to walk, then it would be quicker. But
the task does get the bell.
What's that?
The task gets the bell.
Does skip the bell? Okay, gotcha.
No, it gets it.
Oh, gets it. Okay.
Picks it up. Yeah.
So yeah, it must be that then.
The guy walks
It's
slower
not
if he's
really
not belled, so I don't see.
Yeah,
why
and
they
I
would
think he
skip it.
stops regularly and stuff, so that makes sense. But yeah, you basically, for a run, you for sure, a real-time run, you for sure need the bell for that room. There's another dark room where you get the boss key. Now, Omni's coming up on this elevator room, and this can be, like, very much feared in a run. Basically, the idea, though, in the end, is that if you stand in the bottom middle, just where Omni is, then you have access to the 2 main spots that you'll be using throughout, the 2 main arrows that you'll be using throughout the room. And which is basically the way that elevator works is there are 8 different sets of buttons, and 6 of the 8 sets have a beneficial button in the lower left. So 6 of the 8 sets have a button that will send you either up or right in the lower left, and the 2 remaining sets that don't have a beneficial button have a beneficial button in the lower right instead. So if you position yourself in the bottom middle, then basically the idea is you watch the lower left button. If it's good, then you step on it. If it's bad, then you know that you can step on the lower right block instead. And that basically is the idea, and will get you to the upper right of the screen. And then at that point is basically just kind of setting yourself up to make sure that you can actually get onto the, you can actually leave the platform correctly, without having it leave a pit between you and the thing. Which it sounds, I have to guess. Oh, okay, Razielim got it. Nice. Oh no, Khananaphone got it.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Around the screen. But yeah, that's the idea of that elevator platform. So, a run finished by Omni.
I'm nervous. I have no lives or hearts.
Yeah.
I almost
That
walked down.
was painful at the end. I missed that stupid pirate.
I saw that.
Alright, well, we did get one on the board. It's a little more than 4 minutes, so I guess we'll have to
that's
fire
good.
the people who made this goal. But
Yeah, I submitted this one, I think, way back when.
yeah, way back, like in the beginning of 2013?
Probably.
I think it was early 2013 or something. So there had not, I think there had only been like 2 SGL episodes at the time that this was first suggested.
I believe 4 to 5 minutes actually was sort of
Mm-hmm.
what we shot for back then.
Yep. That's what we did, longer ones back then.
Had a really nice last room.
No.
That one
Ooh, this is
confused.
gonna be close. Like,
Oh my
Khananaphone
God.
Probably edged it out.
I threaded that thing in there.
Razielim on a run that looks pretty good too.
It's horrible.
It's terrible, don't even look at it. Oh. He's just being modest. Alright, but we do have 2 runs on the board though, so that's good.
Oh god, I don't remember. The biggest fear is actually forgetting how to do a block puzzle.
So this block puzzle you're seeing in the lower right here, this is the... Uh-oh.
I can't believe I fucked up the block puzzle.
Right.
Uh-oh.
I think that was like on pace to be first place as well. So just, I want you to know that.
I know, I saw the time. But that's not good enough, because it's gonna get beaten so much.
Right. There's only enough time to do like 1 or 2 more runs each. And... No, that's not true. They got plenty of time.
If you said, "Oh, time's out," I'd be like, not that surprised.
Yeah, someday I'll have a 28-minute goal in this.
Minute 3, like reset. Wait, oh.
No.
Our precious lives.
No!
Do or die.
I used a really weird strat on the room before that puzzle with like the 3 cannons, where I just go through it and then tank a hit, immediately grab a fruit, tank another hit, grab another fruit, and just keep going with that.
Oh.
Fruit is healthy, kids.
So on like stage 3, for the most part, I think unless I'm like missing some glaring rooms, health isn't nearly as much of a concern in stage 5 as it is in stage 3. The big room where you really need it is this room that Razielim's in right now, because the intended way to do that room is basically like you step on a switch and barrels slowly come out to you on a conveyor belt and you just beat the enemies one by one. But I mean, just as long as you have health going in, then you can do it just fine. And the save state for this goal starts them with health anyway, so that's no big concern.
So these flashing green blocks that you kick, can they only be kicked a certain number of times? Is that the idea?
It's once you kick them once. Yeah, once you kick them once, it activates a timer.
Oh, I see, because I noticed their color changes over time, but that's based on a fixed timer, not how many times you've touched it. All right.
Exactly.
Okay.
And
So-
for the most part, I think in the US version, the timers in a speedrun are basically a non-issue. But once you get to some of the more complicated, because the Japanese version, for the most part, is identical, but the puzzles, a lot of the puzzles are completely different. And one way that it makes it different is it replaces some of the normal blocks with exploding blocks that are on a timer. And so you have to kind of reroute them to make sure that you do the non-timer blocks first and then the exploding blocks second. And so it just forces you to reroute those puzzles that you're so familiar with. The Japanese version actually has 3 different difficulty levels of puzzles with, where every puzzle basically has a different layout for the most part between those 3 difficulties.
Wow.
Whereas the US version only has the 1.
They really put some extra effort in there. They redesigned the puzzles twice for this thing. It's crazy.
Is there an equivalent between the
I
US?
forget. I've asked Edenol a couple times, because Edenol is the one that is the most familiar. Edenol and Alco are familiar with the Japanese version. I think one of the 3 are similar, but not exact. So it's actually kind of
those puzzles are pretty hard, so
yeah.
If it turned out that was easy or something, I would shudder.
Alright, you're seeing this infamous arrow platform here.
Yeah, but Razielim got it. Khananaphone, I switched you guys up, sorry. But yeah, Khananaphone had a pretty good platform room, so yeah.
Now that I have 2 items, I can spam L and R really fast.
Do some like Contra-style weapon switching. It'd be cool if you could use them both. Oh, he's gonna dual wield these grapple guns.
Alright,
That-
no health? Let's do this.
Grab the cherry to stay alive. Nice going.
It takes to the point where I'm starting to regret that I reset that one run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw your times on stage 3 and was like, damn, I need to get a real good time to beat you guys, but I don't know. It must be because it's stage 5 and it's just really dumb to play fast.
One thing about the bombs is that
yeah.
the explosion hitbox is actually pretty big, so you can take out 2 pirates at the same time if they're positioned decently. But you need bit of luck for you pretty much need a bit of luck for that and proper positioning of the bomb throw.
Oh, too bad. All right.
It's gonna be close.
Yeah, Omni taking a bit of time off of his run, right in the same neighborhood as Khananaphone. We'll have to see how that one comes out. Mythical is working on the timing for this.
35.99. Wow.
Yeah, that's that's interesting.
I did improve mine by a huge margin.
10 frames.
Yes.
Whoa!
10 frames of paper.
Wait, did you put it in the right one?
That was Khananaphone, yeah.
Oh, okay. I see.
My heart just stopped.
That was Khananaphone you did. Yes, yes, yes. And then Omni has one also.
Yeah.
Alright, good.
How are we doing on time?
Alright, we got 13 and a half minutes left.
No, you son of a...
What do those gems do? Are those just points?
Those are
Extra
one-ups.
lives.
One-ups. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're in a. I think that this goal starts you off with enough extra lives that it's not really a big deal. But in a actual run, like lives are extremely helpful because between stage 2 and 3, there's a lot of death abuse between those two stages. So having a lot of lives early on is very helpful. And there are a couple spots in stage 5 where it can be helpful as well. For example, that platform room that goes up and down where you need to kill the 4 pirates. But yeah, I don't think there's anything in stage 1. I forget. And there's definitely nothing in stage 4. Stage 4 is a pretty linear, very straightforward level, besides the forking path. But I mean, the path that I meant, the like alternate path I mentioned before with bouncing rocks, is so ridiculously slower than the one used in the run that it's just like hilarious, and so you'll never ever see that part of the run.
Once again, Khananaphone and Omnigamer are less than a second apart.
I know, these guys must be copying each other's strats or something.
It's a
Pretty
lofty
sure they're not the same person.
0.35.
Yeah.
If only Razielim finished that run before.
Don't worry, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
He's waiting for the last minute. This has been the episode of waiting for your last run to do something amazing. Or waiting for your last run to get crushed by rollers.
No. Almost good luck, but then not good luck.
That happens a lot.
The nice thing about having a bell is that it essentially, I mean, there's basically zero luck in this bell room with the one dude. So having a bell for something like that, needless to say, is extremely helpful. There are also these NPCs you see on Omni's stream, which basically just give you flavor text. I forget if they ever tell you anything like remotely helpful, but it's
I talked
mostly
to
just
pretty
like,
much everyone I came across, and nope.
Really?
Yep.
And each of them say 2 things.
Oh, really? If you talk to them twice?
Yeah. They're like,
Huh. Oh.
they're all useless, but there are
Yeah.
2 things. It's like, save someone and then save them again.
Kill all Pete sure is one nasty scallywag. That kind of thing.
Yes.
I think there's a bit of luck with the bell room, in that where he goes after he hits the button, because sometimes you can cleanly get into the room, and sometimes he comes up to meet you and blocks the entrance.
Yeah. From my experience, it's pretty rare that he blocks you. Well, I'm used to a co-op run, which it's like there's none of that because he'll always be where you need him to be. But yeah.
I want him to get in the way. You want to take that damage.
So you can get hit again on the way out, I guess.
Yeah. I assume you might not be. You probably don't have enough lives to do that in an actual run.
Or I guess one person would be right by the door though,
Yeah.
in a co-op.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I can't believe what these guys are doing! I have 10 seconds! Oh, I got the double! The double!
Uh-oh.
Nice.
That double hit, what is that?
Well done.
Oh man, you got the double.
Well,
Alright.
you got the double after missing 3 bomb throws. So.
Yeah,
What
so
is
it's
going
at the
on?
same
I guess
time.
that's okay.
It was just set up for the double.
What's going on? It
doubles.
looks like Raz is in first now with a 530 or so.
Yep. Looks like he took first. He got a double hit on the final room before the last boss.
What's the final
Didn't
time
split.
for Khananaphone and Omni? Omni's in the lead by a sliver.
Yeah.
Right, yes.
Oh, I should.
0.4 currently.
Oh, the fuck! Oh, this shot!
We've
Got
got
the
about
random stuff you can do in this game. Just randomly catch the ball and throw it back at some guy that you didn't even plan to hit.
Even though my
got,
splits are completely screwed up,
oh
this
yeah,
pace is good.
plus 113. That's fine. Only the
That-
last.
Very good.
None of the splits matter really, but
Dual building.
get the last one right. That's all.
Haven't you read YouTube comments? Apparently the splits determine who has the world record.
Also, I noticed sometimes you can, when you're like applying a grappling hook to a latch, if you're positioned wrong, like it'll apply, then you
Yeah.
walk, and you just fall immediately.
Oh, the Rygar effect. Hmm.
All right, boys, let's have fun.
Is something going on with the internet?
Everything looks okay to me.
Everything seems okay.
The internet of the world.
Man, that sword almost got me.
Yeah, there's Korean hackers have decided to just take down everything.
Okay. Well, from my end, you guys are all sounding like robots. So,
Oh.
Yeah,
hopefully.
that's
You
great.
can, yeah, you can try to disconnect and reconnect to the Skype call in between runs if you want.
I don't think it's the Skype call too because I lost the TSSB feed. So
All right.
something's going
Well, your stream is still solid, so.
on. Okay. Well, if that's still going good,
You
then.
even sound fine too, which is weird. Usually it's like both ways.
Mhm.
For robotic voices.
So yeah, that screen early on, like 4 screens in after the very first stairs down, that's actually what we were talking about a bit about before, where you want to step just like barely off the side of the ledge so that you can kick the block as you need to. Otherwise, you just need to, it's a much longer chain of blocks that you kick. But by stepping off the pit just just barely, you're able to you're able to like do a quick 180 and kick a block immediately into a pit. If you watch for it, I guess like Khananaphone will be there in a minute, in like 2 screens, and you'll be able to see what we're talking about.
No, I won't.
Can't believe the most resets are on like the first 3 screens. Not even that
Yeah,
hard.
taking any damage is like, Mamma mia.
You can always walk around with your hands up if you want to like catch stuff that comes at you, but for every time you put your hands up, you lose 1 frame. So that's up to you if you want to do it or not.
Saves the frames.
Can't take that risk of losing that frame.
We've have had some close matchups here, so That one frame might make a difference.
There was that one tie.
We did have a tie. We have had a tie before, yeah.
It actually necessitated a column for ties in the leaderboards.
It's only a matter of time before that happens. It's alright.
We had two ties before.
What's that?
We had two ties before. We did.
We had more than one?
Maybe we had a tie, but then their run was beaten.
Oh yeah, we may have had an interim tie. And...
But yeah, if raising your hands didn't cost the frame, I would be doing that all the time.
Right.
Agreed.
Hands up.
Hands up, hands up.
Raise the roof.
Raise the goof.
Oh boy.
If you're the first one to think of that, then I'm ashamed.
I hope that I'm not,
Of
because
everyone.
I would have lost faith in humanity if that was the case.
Yeah.
There's a sick YouTube remix for Raise the Goof, I'm sure.
Just how sick.
The Goof Troop theme song and... God, what's the actual title?
Of the cartoon?
No, that one song with Raise the Roof is like the...
Oh.
Mm.
I don't know.
1 second improvement. Wow.
I'm gonna have to make a Kaizo Goof Troop ROM hack just so I can call it Raise the Goof.
That'd be great.
Yeah, more games need Kaizo versions of them.
I agree.
Kaizo Sparkster.
That game is already Kaizo.
Kaizo Ping Pong.
So yeah, as you can see here, I mean, like, Omni got the platform where he needed to be, but then getting off of it can be really difficult because you're standing in the bottom middle of the platform, like, waiting for your good arrow, but then you need to make it, like, walk off of it.
Right, you gotta
And
pass through
the
2 or
top-
3 other squares.
Yeah, exactly. And the top couple rows of that platform are very heavily laden with bad arrows, so you can die very easily. Or just be like delayed very easily.
So I'm trying to think of games that are like Lolo, but for the Super Nintendo. I mean, I think this game definitely, there are some things that remind me of Lolo in it. But is there anything else that's even in that same kind of category for SNES?
There's a Japanese game called Power Sokoban, which is, I think it's like a level by level Sokoban game, which is just like very standard block pushers. But the level, I mean, when I say level by level, it's like a string of screens put together like Goof Troop is. But it's definitely a lot, like every single part of the game is block pushing with the occasional boss fight, which is a bit more action heavy. So that's probably
How are we doing on time, by the way?
Oh yeah, we got a minute and a half left on the clock.
Okay.
Man, look at these splits. So good.
I don't know how many other just like standard Sokoban type games there are for Super Nintendo anyway.
Okay.
I'm gonna look it up.
My PP splits are great. They're like -5, -7, and then a +1 at the end.
Alright,
No
so
double hits, sadly.
with just a minute left to go, this is where the players are going to have to do some considering. They have about a minute worth of gameplay before they need to make a decision.
Just give me a countdown, and I'll go from there.
Alright.
This could be
It all
pretty good if
depends
we
on
get
the
through.
cannon room.
So yeah,
the
pretty
dodge.
pretty close. 5 seconds separating Khananaphone from Razielim, and another 2 seconds separating Razielim from Omnigamer.
We're just gonna have like a big three-way tie if it stays like this.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
Or wait, no. Or no, yeah, it would.
3-way tie.
Three-way tie.
What are the scores right now?
It's Khananaphone is 525, Razielim 530, and
525.
you're
Wow.
yeah 525,
Brazil's now at
530.
529.
Jeez. Pick up the pace.
Yeah, again, that's way better than my PB.
Oh yeah, it just updated 529. Okay.
I mean, from practice.
Salt in the wound, but I mean, I think the run that ended a couple minutes ago, Omni, I think that was on pace for first. But...
Yeah, I know. I know.
Oh, battle strats. So good.
Oh man, I just the timer has elapsed. We're at the point where you guys need to decide if you want to reset. So
Just give him the 5, 4, 3, 2.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Okay. Well,
I didn't get there.
Khananaphone didn't quite
Oh,
get there in
no.
time. Omni and
Yes.
Razielim keeping their runs, it looks like.
Yeah,
Oh.
having
I'm sure
having
Omni would love to reset at this point.
a reset is worth like nothing. Almost. Take any damage.
What's the first
Khananaphone
split?
will
The hook in the lower right?
Demonstrate the randomness of the boss here.
Yeah, so you're watching. Oh.
I mean, as nasty as that damage conveyor belt room was to Omni, he had a really good mini cannon room, so...
Oh, -9. Wow.
Oh, that's...
I don't have any
Just
more
gotta
deaths
carry
to abuse. So... Yeah, this runs over.
Oh.
I'm gonna keep going anyways, but... Dang.
Well, Razielim definitely.
Scores are all over the place today.
Yeah, you first and then
I've
Third and-
been first, second, and third.
first, second, and third this time. Wow.
We all have
I think that goes for everybody else too.
Yeah.
great high.
That's the way we like it. Nice and even competition.
I'm gonna go back and watch your guys' mini cannon strats because that's probably the most fun part of this goal.
What I would do is just if the top one doesn't die like immediately, I'd get the bell, go out the right, like go out the right door, then come back in, and then basically there's
Yeah.
just one tough guy. If you kill it, then you're usually okay. It's not too consistent though.
Well, I put up the bonus game if you guys want to give it a try. You don't have to, but you're welcome to. While we're waiting for Razielim's last run to finish, waiting
Yeah, I think I might have to leave.
impatiently because I really want to see the outcome of this. This is
What's the
barring
bonus game?
some. What's that? Bonus game would be on the ball.
Oh,
Again?
everybody loves on the ball.
Have we had that as a bonus
That's
game?
true though.
If he has a
We had it
good,
as one of the games before.
We had it as a mystery game like a while back, but I figured it would make an interesting bonus game just because we can get a whole different, 3 completely different games played this week.
Oh my god.
I like on the ball a lot. Very fun game.
Yeah, me too.
What's the other name
Just
for it?
guess.
I can't remember. Yeah, it has another name, doesn't it?
It's bothering me. Someone in chat has my back.
Oh, so close, 526.
What is it?
oh man,
You were lucky this time.
Camel Try or Camel Tree.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
man, that was-
Camel Tree. Right. What a weird name.
camel tree.
I did not think you were going to say tree.
Oh man, so Raziel looks like he's coming up just a little short.
Yeah, we're absolutely gonna double check that.
Yep. Mythical is hard at work.
My
getting
elevator
frame
was
count.
absolutely horrible, and that cost me like 3 seconds.
Wow.
I was so close to dying in that run too. The last sword right at the end.
Alright. Well, while Mythical's looking that up, I'll show you guys the overall what happened here. So we had Omnigamer taking first in the first Goof Troop match. Omnigamer, Khananaphone, Razielim. Raziel takes first in the Sparkster match over Omni and Khananaphone, and then Khananaphone in the third match takes first over Raziel and Omni. So it looks like every person is in every position so far. So it's a complete tie all the way around. Each player has 1, 2, 3 wins and 3 losses. Is that right? Yeah. Wow. A 3-way tie, that's new.
Good job, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did
Good
it.
job, guys.
Everybody.
But there should still be a slight change in the numbers based off of the rankings everyone had going into the episode.
I could go look that up in a second. Let me change this. Oops, let me just change what's written up here on the screen, and then we'll go and see if the numbers changed. Yeah, because we're using a rating system and everyone's ratings are slightly different, you may see a little bit of a point change, but probably not very much.
This episode was really, really good.
Oh no, I'm the
Yep.
highest rated.
Oh no, yeah, you're gonna lose. Sorry.
I'm only like 15 above,
Right.
maybe a couple points.
Interesting fact, ELO is not an acronym. It was invented by a guy named ELO.
Yep. It's not capitalized. Well, I mean, it's capital E, but it's not all the way capitalized. Same thing with Lua, by the way. Lua scripting. It's not capital L, capital U, capital A. It's just capital L. Try posting in some forum somewhere where they like Lua a lot and you know, spell it capital L, capital U, capital A, and you'll get some snarky response.
Is this Bowie? Is this chiptune Bowie?
It's Men Without Hats or something? No, it's...
It's the family dance. What are you talking about?
Oh, it's a safety dance. Oh, it's the family dance. Alright. Well, anyway, you guys don't have to stick around to play the bonus game, but if you'd like to, you're welcome to. Also, if any SGL players are in the audience and would like to hop in and give this bonus game a try, just send me a Skype message and I'll give you a stream key.
Alright, was fun day. I gotta get going here.
Alright, cool. Thanks for playing.
Yep, thanks
Thanks
for
for
having
coming
me.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Oh, no, I prepared to follow the runners thing and I can... Yeah, there we go.
Alright, see ya.
Yep, see you later.
See ya.
Does anyone want to give On the Ball a try? I could try it too.
I'm working on it.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here.
I think I actually submitted that game once for Mystery Game Tournament and people did not really like it that much.
It's tricky. I don't know. I can see how, if it's, you know, people are just used to platformers, how it'd be very hard to get their head around.
The only thing I didn't like is if I ever did more than 2 races of it back to back, I would get really dizzy and like serious motion sickness. And I don't get motion sickness, but that game did it for me. So it's not a game of over 40 minutes playing time. Suggested.
Oh yeah, bass guitar Bill. I think I'm just going to extend the offer to people who have already done SGL, just because the setup and, you know, getting the tools and, you know, using it, and I'd have to make a user account for you, so it's easier for people who already have that. Sorry to exclude you.
I guess I just have to be on the show.
I know. Maybe you should sign up to be on the show sometime. That would be one way in.
Expert 2, 3, and 4. Huh?
Let me see if I got that message from JDN. I sure did. I knew I was going to get a Skype from JDN. Alright, just a second.